All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Built Different podcast. Your boy, Mr. Go 30, your boy King,
You already know.
aka PG Crown King, but he gave up that name. Gave up that name, so now he's just King. Now he's just King. He's always freezing. Oh, you froze again. You froze, King. But when King comes back, man, King,
I'm good. I'm good
I
now.
see you. I see you. Okay. So we got to jump into right away, man. We ain't gonna have
Waste
nobody
time
waiting.
in it, right?
Let's jump right into the NBA playoffs. Got a couple play-in games. It's already happened. Let me see if I can get the bracket up. You can't see that, can you? It's real small.
Yeah, I can see it. It's small, but I can still.
Let's try
to make up
zoom
the
this
logos.
more. Okay, and then I'm like that. Boom. All right. So now the Lakers, they just beat the Pelicans.
Yeah.
And so now the Lakers are the 7th seed. They're playing the Nuggets. First round of playoffs. I need you to tell me. Well, first of all, you can tell me about how you felt they looked. That's Lakers are your team. Tell me how they looked in that game versus the Pelicans.
My bad. I must have missed that memo.
What? Missed what memo?
The Lakers are my team. I'm sorry. I must have missed that memo.
You told me that you was a Lakers fan.
When I tell you that?
What?
I'm just asking you. When did I tell you that?
Bro, you told me that a while ago. Like you always said that. You're a Lakers fan. And that's why I always said you're a Lakers fan and you still hate on Bron. You remember me always saying that?
Nah. So look. So again,
we can definitely pull up footage of me saying that.
Pull up old clips. Yeah, go put footage up.
Crazy.
So I guess we stick with the Pelicans and Lakers. Shout out to Zion. He's not going to play in the playing game to get the 8th seed. I think he's out, him and Jimmy Butler. But the Lakers look good. They look dominant from and the last few games, especially when they played the Pelicans, it was kind of the same thing. I think they're even 3-1 in the regular season versus the Pelicans. If the Pelicans even got one win, could be 4-0. But they look dominant. Bron's been playing well all season. AD has played the most games he's played in his career in a single season. Man, I think second or third most games in his career in a single season. So
but how do you feel about that? Real quick, how do you even feel about that? Like, bro, this man is 40 years old. I think, probably one of the highest, I guess, 3-point percentages I guess he's ever had.
His highest of his career.
Yes,
his
highest 3-point percentage he's ever had. What else is up? Is it assist totals or assist numbers? Maybe.
Nah. So career wise for him is just his 3-point percentage is the highest that it's ever been. But he's averaged the most at play the most. He's for his age, he's averaged the most that any player has at that age. Stats like that
crazy.
for the age. Nah, it's remarkable. It's again, me, man. I'm all about semantics, but it's the style, man. It's good. It's great. It's remarkable. I don't even want to get you started. So let's.
You don't gotta get me started because nothing to get started. I'm just saying, like, see, you trying to. I feel like you trying to sugarcoat it or like play with it lightly, as if it's like, bro, let's just. We've never seen that before from somebody of this age. You just mentioned it. It's okay to phrase it. You know what I mean?
I said it though.
I know exactly.
I said that. So I don't get aggressive.
Don't get aggressive. No. But
I'm not aggressive.
I don't even want to get you started.
I don't want to get you started.
So what would get me started? You praising Bron? What would get me started about that?
Like I said, there's always methods to the madness, man. You gotta, style of play, and there's reasons why certain things don't happen, and we still have to also acknowledge that. But let's just give the man praise, and I'm giving him praise.
For sure.
But yeah, so let me also say this, man. I'm highly disappointed that we're not going to see the Warriors in the playoffs. I'm one of those guys, man. That probably
who's we?
Society, the viewing public.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost to the Kings. Kings dominated that game. Klay Thompson, God, man. Like I said, I'm probably one of those people that just kind of like I'll hold on to a player if I was a GM, maybe a little bit too long because the sentimental values or things that they've done for the organization. And as a fan, I feel that way about the Warriors. Like I just really don't want to really think that, man, what we've witnessed for the last 10 to 11 years is possibly coming to an end.
Mhm.
But it was evident in the way that Klay played that this version of the Golden State Warriors that we've all grown to love is just really done. I mean, Steph has been playing at a high clip. Like he's still great. Draymond will always be Draymond till he's 50 because I mean his point production isn't really what his value is, right? He's that point guard. He's that floor general, man. He sets that tone. He allows them to run the sets and the plays and the flow that they do.
So
So
then it's just Klay. Then you think
yeah,
it's just
Klay looked
Klay.
bad. Klay has looked bad. This Klay, yeah, man, like ain't no Splash Brothers no more. Like,
I mean, that performance, he was 0 for 10, but I felt as though I
he's
mean
been playing
his
bad,
play hold
yeah.
42%, like or so from three.
Uh,
That
for the
was
year?
it's like up from last year, right? Yeah.
Nah, his field goal percentage, I believe, is like 42, 45. He shot 30% from three, 38,
Really?
39, something like that from three for the year. I mean, he averaged
Hold on. Let's
18.
see. Let me see, man.
Yeah, he
You
averaged
keep
like
going.
18. Um, but again, man, and me and you had this conversation with other players. Like, it's more than just stats, bro. It's when you watch the game, it's the eye test, it's watching how they play. It's just not, it's hard to watch, man.
Mm.
And it's probably hard to watch again because I've been a fan for so long. It's really bad. And I think if so, if Klay is willing to take a massive pay cut, because I think he make over 30 some thousand $1 million a year. And his contracts do, or maybe makes more than that. But if he's willing to go into the 20s into the teens, then you definitely bring him back. Because if I'm understanding right, their owner wants to get out the luxury tax. And when
Right.
Chris Paul money come off the books, and if Klay takes a pay cut and they can get somewhere in 50 mil, like money off the books, and they'll be under the salary cap. So if Klay's willing to do that, yeah, you run it back. Again, Draymond missed 21 games.
Yeah.
And with him, they were like 33 and 20. Without him, they were like 11 and 12. So you got to think, man, Draymond plays half of those games. They're not in the plan. And now it's a different caliber team, a different matchup, different circumstances, because the Kings just had their number.
Yeah.
That shows you how dominant the West are. The Kings were the 3rd seed last year, I believe. And now they were the 10th seed, 8th, 9th seed.
Do you
Golden State
think
was
that
9th, 10th.
do you think the Kings beat them in a series?
Would beat Golden State in the series?
Yeah.
Nah, and that's where they didn't last year. I have and Malik Monk was hurt, and that's the one. That's like football is just one chance. You get anything can happen, one chance. Herter and Malik Monk was hurt, and they smacked Golden
Right.
State.
Right.
So I don't think,
What?
but because it's one game, it's adrenaline. They're at home. It's one game. Then you got to do that 6 more times. I mean, 3 more times. I don't
But
see
does
that happening to Golden
does
State.
what does Herter and Malik Monk come back? Like, what's their injury status? I'm saying if it was a series, would they come back? And then
Possibly
that's
they
even
could come
more
back.
firepower
Yeah,
to win
possibly
that
they
series.
come back, but again, Malik Monk's been hurt he's missed the last 10, 11 games. You know what I mean? So getting back into the flow, going to Oracle, bro, like it's so many things in 7 games. It's so tough. But that's one game, one shot. They came out and they shut. I mean, Ellis played a great defense on Steph. It was good, man. Wiggins, man, damn, bro. They gotta break it up. Wiggins
Yeah.
gotta go. I mean, even if you got to trade Kuminga to get some more pieces because he's a rising. Kuminga's a dog, but if you want to give Steph a chance at winning another ring, you gotta do something drastic.
I mean, look. So I've heard LeBron talks. I've heard Giannis Antetokounmpo talks. Either one of those, that they right back in championship conversation.
I saw the Bron speculation, and I just laughed because you just never know with Bron. I saw a report that Bronny's taking the draft seriously. Like Bronny is
This year's
focused
draft?
on, yeah, he's focused on the draft. He has his eligibility, but he's focused on the draft. If that does happen, man, it's you just never know with Bron. The Giannis situation, he got 2 years left. Does Golden State have enough pieces to trade away to get Giannis? I don't think so. And I don't think the Bucks do that. And if anything, they get rid of Dame.
But you know how the
But
NBA is. They force their way out. They tell them, you know what I mean?
yeah, and you force I want to go to Golden State. Well, guess what? Like, you got to come off a lot, man. I don't think they have enough pieces, and especially if they want to be loyal to Draymond and Clay, then you don't do that, because one or two of them have to go, and then you putting Draymond in in Milwaukee. Like Draymond is definitely a system player, and that system in Golden State works for him. If he goes anywhere else, I don't even think he's in the league that much longer.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but
I think Clay. I just the feeling in the air to me, or the vibe, is that Clay is probably gone. He may have some suitors. We just spoke about his numbers. I'm
Dallas
looking
is a
here.
suitor they're saying.
Yeah. Well, that would be cool. Like, he can just be that, you know what I'm saying, that he can get his three. He shot 38% this season, 38.7%.
Right.
So let's say 39%.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. 43.2 from field goal percentage. He can kind of be that, like, Ray Allen presence. He can't go 0 for 10 like he did, but I mean, hopefully that's just an aberration. But like, he can just be that spot up shooter for
How many shot
Orlando,
attempts he
for
have for the year?
shot attempts.
Yeah.
I'll have to go to totals. Field goal attempts 1,133.
No, I'm sorry. Average per game. My bad. Per game.
I literally had to go to totals because I was at per game. So that 14.7 attempts per game.
Man, you you playing with Luka and Kyrie. That's probably gonna go to 7.
Cool.
If you go to Dallas.
Maybe that's better for him. Like, he's feeling like, okay. But I mean,
at this stage, he's not as efficient as he was.
He'll win more. He'll win more. Well, he has a better chance of winning, let me say, with them versus what they got going on right now. That may be one option. And then if they pay him, do you think he can get a max?
Nah, nobody's giving him that.
Nobody's giving him a max?
Nobody's giving him. Nah, he's taking a pay cut no matter where. I mean, his market. So again, his averages is a $30 million player average in the NBA. 38% from the three, 42% field goal percentage. Man, there's guys in there making 30 mil to average that. But then you ask the question, Clay, do you go somewhere for the money and you leave your home and possibly not be, who knows what, like, again, I'm going back to Dame, wanted to go to Miami, couldn't get to Miami, went to a contender. Somebody just won the chip in the last 3 years, and he's unhappy in Milwaukee. He's unhappy with the city. He's unhappy with the, man, what do you say? He just sit in his room, play video games all day.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he said he'd do. So, you know what I'm saying? Do you risk it, Clay? Or you take a little bit less and try to win with your brothers?
But
right?
It's not working. It hasn't, you know what I mean? It's not.
They just won 3-4 years ago.
Exactly, like 3-4 years ago. But you're seeing what they didn't make the playoffs. So
right,
their owner wants to shake things up. They're like, you know, and they like, we don't want to be in a luxury tax no more. Obviously, with him taking a pay cut, that would help them. But it's like,
right.
I feel like the vibe there is, man, let's shake this up. Like, hey, we did it. We won. This isn't it no more. It's almost a rebuild sort of, or retooling, and him leaving may be a big part of that. Otherwise, he's gonna have a reduced role.
They all want him back. Yeah, his role's already reduced. He came off the bench and shit. Well, they moved him to the bench when they saw him struggling. That's who he is now. And do you do that in Dallas, or are you more comfortable and more willing to do that where you spent your whole career and you're with
Is that
Steph?
automatically going to happen in Dallas?
You mean him coming
Him
off the
coming off the
bench?
bench.
I think in Dallas, because do you want to go Kyrie, Clay, and Luka? Do you want to go 3 guard heavy? I mean, Luka's 6'8", 6'9", but he's the point. Off him and Kyrie combo guard. Yeah, I mean, you don't. Yeah, he comes off the bench in Dallas. He
Okay, but
definitely
who
comes off
says
the
it's
bench.
Dallas? Just Dallas.
Well, that's the
I mean,
only team that I
you're putting
heard.
that.
Right. That's the
I've
only
heard
team that.
Orlando. It may
Okay,
be
I didn't
other
hear
scooters.
Orlando. Now you talk about winning. Remember, you brought up winning. He ain't winning
Yeah,
Orlando. He
he
don't have
may.
a better chance of winning.
Orlando's are they in the playoffs right now?
Yeah, they in the playoffs.
And his team is home.
Right. He doesn't have a bet. That team is way too young. They might. Man,
I'm saying Orlando's in the playoffs right now. His team's home.
That team is way too young to win anything. To compete in the NBA playoffs to win any. Bro, it's not happening.
Orlando is in the playoffs right now.
I feel
His
you. It's
team's
not
home.
happening.
It's
not
happening right
happening
now as we speak. Like I saw.
It's not.
It's the evidence is right in our face. It's happening
So
right now.
are we talking winning championships? Or are we talking winning a playoff game?
I'm saying winning more than he's winning right now in Golden State.
What are you defining?
They're
winning?
not in the playoffs. They're not in the playoffs.
Oh.
I'm saying more than the Golden State. Golden State is not in the playoffs. They're home playing video games. Like, dang.
I get that.
So Orlando's
so it's
not.
a one game
Orlando's
difference.
In the playoffs. Orlando's in the
playoffs. Orlando might win one game. So it's a 1 game difference.
Cool. And they on a come up. And then he just gets to be in addition to that. Who says they won't elevate next year?
Orlando hasn't shown you the capability of sustaining or building a championship program, a championship contender.
It doesn't have to be a championship. That's not what I'm saying.
But Klay Thompson is winning about championships.
Right.
That's the stage of his career.
What I'm saying here is you only have the options that you have. So if Golden State is an option, Golden State is not in the playoffs right now. They are at home. What the culmination of what Golden State has been this year, what they are now, is a team that is out the playoffs.
Okay.
So you can't look down on Orlando and say, oh well, they can't do this or that when you're not in the playoffs currently. So Orlando's on a rise. They just made the playoffs. They haven't made it in the last how many years. They just made it, right? They're young guys that's gonna get some playoff experience and then come back again next year and want to do something. They're gonna try to elevate their team. Maybe one of those options could be sign a Clay, right? And then they're a better team. That's all I'm saying. Whereas they're on the rise, Golden State is kind of on the dip and trying to retool.
Yeah, I understand logically what you're saying. It just doesn't equal out that way because, like I said, the Kings
and then the money might be more too. So so it's all that stuff going together with it.
Right, but you know, like Ray Allen took a pay cut to go to Miami. Like at this stage of his career, is more so heart than mind. Orlando, why it doesn't make sense to me is because, again, at the beginning of the year, everybody starts fresh. So you're gonna say, all right, cool. Like the Kings were the 3 seed last year, they're the 10th seed this year. Do you go to Orlando and say, all right, cool, because they had this success, this much success this year is gonna be sustainable? It's not proven. Golden State has been proven, even on their decline they thought they weren't gonna win when they beat Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wrote them off. And my thing is, you bring back a couple pieces, you keep hopefully Draymond sane. And again, now you're 4, 5, maybe 2, 3, and you know what I'm saying, back in the West.
My only thing is, he could make that decision out of familiarity. That's his home. That's where he's at. These are the guys he's comfortable with. I'm sure more than anything, he probably wants to do that. I'm sure probably more than anything he wants to do that. But I'm saying, just as far as looking at these two teams, Golden State, they look like they're on that decline and they're on that stage where it's like, okay, hey, we've been winning. We moved to NFL. We've seen this with the Patriots, right? It happens to everyone. Nobody is just here can't even see my hand. Nobody is just here forever, right? So they're at that point. Whereas Orlando, young guys learning how to win, learning how to play together, and finding success currently. You go add yourself to that, your championship pedigree, who you are. You have confidence in who you are, what you know, with the championship, again, pedigree and experience that you're bringing from where you're coming from, and whoever else they add to that mix along with the experience. And you know what I'm saying? Who's to say they can't come back? And I'm not saying you're saying that they definitely can't come back. You're saying it's not proven, but yeah, it's never proven until you do it. Look at OKC, number one seed in the West with some young guys.
Yeah, that I think that OKC team a little bit different, talent wise and longevity wise. They've been together a lot longer, but
Right? Who says it
I mean,
happens? Who says it happens the next year? Right? You know what I'm saying? So like you say, they've been together, right? These young guys in OKC, that's just gonna be another year under their belt. They're gonna get some playoff experience. That's just gonna be another year under their belt. Add Clay, wherever they go. Maybe they go to the playoffs again. They go to a second round if they lose in the first this year. Whatever the case, maybe the next year that you know what I'm saying? So, or whatever, whoever else might entice Clay as well. Is what
well,
it is.
yeah, well, yeah. At the end of the day, again, if he takes the cut, if he's willing to do a team friendly deal, then yeah, you definitely bring him back, give you a little more money, get Chris Paul off the books, and now you guys have a little bit more flexibility to better the roster because they're young pieces. Man, Moody played well. I wasn't really too high on him when they drafted him, and there was years like they had the failed with Wiseman, and their problem is interior. So hopefully they retool, they get some pieces interior that can defend, and then I think again they're back to being a threat.
Okay. All right, but let's go to the Lakers now, man. A team that is in the playoffs. They're facing the Nuggets. So what's your prediction for that series?
I mean, I'm definitely picking the Nuggets. I think so. I'm not sold, or I'm not one of those that believe it's going to be as embarrassing as it was last year in the Western Conference Finals. I think the point differential for the series was like only 24, so on average a 6-point game each game.
Yeah, they got swept, but it wasn't blowout.
Right, those games were close, and it's really going to be about AD. And we say this religiously when it comes to him and his dominance and him just asserting himself when need be. And Joker man, Gordon is an unsung hero for that team that I don't think gets enough credit because Joker is Joker and deservingly so. But I mean, Gordon is just, bro, he's just a difference maker. But AD has to be 30 and 15 every night. He has to be that dominant. There's no reason why he cannot go right at Joker the way, like, bro, he's one of the most skilled big men of all time. You know what I mean? AD is that dominant and that much of a force where I just don't get it. Rui, D'Angelo Russell is playing crazy. Like, I don't think I would say they're a better team. Like I said, I think they had perfect matchups last year, with Ja getting hurt and then cooking Golden State. Like, I think everything lined up perfect for them, and they ran into Denver. So I think they're all clicking right now. It's going to be a really good series. I'm still taking Denver in 6 though. I'm taking them in 6.
Okay. I'll probably take Denver in. I'll take Denver in 5. I say they win.
Okay.
I say they win 1, and I don't know. I think Denver, its championship are kind of bust for them. That's all it
After you
can
win,
be.
ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all it can be. They're defending champions, so a first round exit would be embarrassing.
Would be Milwaukee last year.
Yeah, a first round exit.
I don't think
Would be embarrassing.
I don't think it's embarrassing because of who they would have lost to.
All the trash that they talked.
Did they talk trash?
Kinda. Yeah, they rubbed it in for sure. Even
They-
though
yeah.
even after they won the championship, I think the Lakers were still the focus. even though they didn't even beat the Lakers for the championship, but the Lakers were still the focus. There was daddy talk about, with Malone. I don't know if it was he didn't call himself Lakers daddy, but it might have been somebody else that called it that. But this is I feel like it's some bad blood here, or it's definitely some senses of a rivalry here.
I don't.
I
I think
think
the
that
Lakers are 0-8, 0-8
I
in the
know
last 8 games
that's not what I'm
against
saying
them.
by rivalry. That's not what I'm saying by rivalry. Like it's going back and
Uh,
forth. I'm saying rivalry as in we don't like each other. Like, and it's out there that we don't like each other versus, some other matchup where it's just, all right, cool, round one, let's go. It's like, oh nah, these boys, it's personal.
I think it's more so why I don't think it matters because Joker's not fazed by it. LeBron, I've talked about it where he said, yo, he lives rent free in Malone head. Like they still talking about him. Congratulations after the championship. I get it. But
Right.
I'm shocked that you said in 5. For whatever reason, I can't stop. I did not think you were gonna only give Bron 1 game.
Yeah, he got 0 games last time. It was an improvement.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that series. That's one of the top 2 series that I'm very intrigued in. There's not really much in the East going on with the injuries to Jimmy Butler and Giannis and everything that's going on. The East is just so, to me, right now in the playoffs,
It's a cakewalk for the Celtics.
It's bro. I felt that way. I felt that way, especially after I saw how Philly played. But man, the Knicks, I think because they've had such a hiatus from the playoffs and just relevancy, I don't think people understand how dominant they are defensively and how cohesive they play. My only concern with them, because I do think that the Knicks are going to beat Philly, and I do think they're going to beat Philly, gentleman's sweep. I do think it's going to be 4-1. But they're the slowest team in the league. Their pace is the slowest pace in the league. And Boston is, I believe, top 5 in offense and in defense efficiency in the league. So it's going to be crazy to see that matchup. And I don't think there's a single solitary soul on this earth that can stop Jalen Brunson. Now, again, Boston has had a history of not being able to close. And I know I'm passing a lot of matchups, in the second round, so on and so forth. But I do think it's a Knicks and Boston Eastern Conference Final. And Boston can go wrong if they don't learn how to close games. And this could be the end of this variation of them if they do not win a championship. So I think there's a lot of pressure on them that's on Jalen Brunson and Jason Tatum more so than anything. Porzingis and Drew and them, they don't feel that pressure that they feel, but it's good. That's going to be an interesting matchup. But again, we're a couple rounds away from that. But
they dominated
Nuggets and Lakers, huh?
They dominated, their conference essentially.
They did.
Celtics. So it's like, yeah, they have to. They gotta make it.
They got a 15 game or 16 game lead off the second seed.
Yeah,
it was embarrassing.
Tatum's legacy, it just will be forever tarnished. Jaylen Brown, he's gonna leave.
Well,
Coach gotta get fired.
He got $300 million last year. He can't leave.
They won't. They're gonna do something with him.
What they gonna do?
If they're gonna do something with him, they lose because they got to shake everything up, and they're gonna keep Tatum.
I think the coach gonna take the fall. It's gonna be a coach's fall,
and the coach Mazzulla's out. All that. This is gonna be a travesty.
You got to re-sign Tatum. I think he's up for a contract this year. There's a lot. You just gave Holiday $140 million. Porzingis will come off the books, but they will have a lot to think about. Like we talked about the Nuggets and Lakers, man. Hey, look, the West is crazy. That Clippers, Mavs, and Timberwolves and Suns matchup.
That's what I'm looking at. The Timberwolves.
Oh my gosh, son.
That Timberwolves and Suns, because KD can't go out first round. KD, Book, and Bill cannot go
Man,
out. Cannot go
look,
home first round.
I am one of the
Neither can
biggest Devin
AD.
Booker fans, but he's the problem.
Damn.
So let me not say he's the problem. I think I want KD to be so demonstrative, and it's not in him, that allows Devin Booker to be the Kobe of the team. But he's not. And
what about him isn't? What is he lacking?
A lot.
Damn.
I mean, a lot. Bro, I've watched them play religiously, and I cannot, outside of the fact that they don't really play good defense, because they got 3 guys, and Grayson Allen, man, he's had a phenomenal year. They have 4 guys that can get a bucket. And I mean, IT doesn't look bad either, but they just don't play defense. They don't have perimeter defensive wings, and they don't have an interior presence defensively. So when you're going against Ant-Man, who's my favorite player in the league,
he's a dog.
It's gonna be, and I think Anthony Towns comes back, right? If not this weekend, next week, I think he's set to come back. It's gonna be a hell of a series, and I need.
Hopefully,
KD.
it's not embarrassing. Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, it's not. Not. A hell
it was
of a
embarrassing last year. It was embarrassing last year. Last year, I couldn't even watch. I was one that was really high on the Suns at the beginning of the year, extremely, because I thought they were going to make some moves throughout the year to better the roster, to get those not big names, but just players that do their role exceptionally well, like Dallas did, getting PJ and the post player, I can't remember his name right now, to be able to solidify their roster, and they really didn't. Bobo, I was high on, and it's just all offense. It's just all offense, and they don't really have that good balance. To be
they didn't really have that much money, I don't think.
Well, right, but again, man, you could have, man. They brought in not TJ Warren. They brought in they did do one trade at the trade deadline. I forgot some name they brought in, but it's just not enough defense. But it's playoff time, and as much as people want to hate on KD, I think they're gonna pull this series off. I can't, man. Damn. Yeah, I think Phoenix is gonna take this series. I'm betting Phoenix.
Who's
man.
Ant support? I mean, if Karl Anthony Towns come back, of course, but
Gobert, Reed, because he's gonna be 6th man of the year. Nas Reed gonna be 6th man of the year. And again, they don't. It's Ant, bro. Like it is Ant Edwards, 100 miles an hour, dominating, taking over. He's that special.
KD can't defend him. Who's taking that assignment?
Nobody can guard him. Yeah, nobody guard him. Collectively, they're gonna try, but nobody can guard that man. He's dangerous. Damn. He's dangerous, man. I said it the beginning of the year. I said, yo, he's this version of Michael Jordan. He's this era's Michael Jordan.
Damn.
Like, bro, he's a dog, son. He's different. Y'all niggas look at the highlights and see the dunks. Forget that, man. It's playoff time, and I know you're gonna watch, B. Watch him. Watch his footwork. Watch him watch how elusive. And so he plays both sides of the ball. And that's why I respect him so much. He's gonna guard up. He's gonna guard KD. He's gonna guard Booker. Like he's special. Okay. But I gotta go with KD. PG or I gotta go with KD.
Okay. Wait, and so you did mention the Clippers Mavs series. Who do you got in that series moving on?
I still don't know. I still don't know. Because again, I'm somebody that's truly, a lot of people are taking Dallas because they're just, I'm truly high on the Clippers. I think, man.
Nah, I like Dallas better than the Clippers.
Why? Like what? I get that they've been the hot team, and Luka and Kyrie have been exceptional. But the Clippers are this is what the Clippers are made for. Their depth. The league now is wing heavy. 3-and-D wing players, and they have a boatload of them. I mean, they're versatile at every position on the wing. Uh, they can score, they can defend, they can go 8, 9 deep. Pause. It's crazy.
Wow.
They
Crazy.
yo,
It's
they had
nuts.
it's a lot, bro. I don't know, man. You got Dallas in what? 6, 7?
Yeah, I got Dallas in 7.
You got Dallas in 7? Ah, man, we might gotta put a poll up for this. I'm gonna go with the Clippers. I'm gonna go with the Clippers because again, I think Russ does a great job being the true, legitimate floor general when he's on the floor with that second unit. And I think that they're more equipped, again, for a deep playoff run, for 7-game series, coaching. As much as I think, has done a great job. Ty Lue is he's a mastermind. As long as everybody, if this is a healthy series, look, I'm going to go out.
Is Kawhi healthy? He's good?
Everybody's good.
You was kind of muted. I let you go because I thought maybe you might be recording locally. So I didn't want to cut it off. But you was muted.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said I'm going to take the Clippers in 6.
Clippers in 6. Okay.
I'm going to take the 6, man.
You didn't even
I love Luka. I'm gonna take PJ's been exceptional. I'm gonna take the Clippers in 6.
Because first game they got the first game at home, right?
Right, Clippers.
Is that 4?
You talking about the Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4-5, right? Yeah. So, yep. I'm going with the Clippers. I think if the winner of that series is gonna meet Denver in the Western Conference Finals, because
you don't think the Thunder is gonna do nothing.
So look, I've thought about this. If Thunder gotta play the Kings, they're gonna lose. If the Thunder play the Kings, I'm taking the Kings to upset the 1-8 matchup. I'm hard pressed not to believe that the Kings are 7 seeds worse than they were last year. And OKC's really young. They've been declining as of late. They haven't been as explosive and as dominant as they've been. And I love Malik Monk, bro. I love the Kings shooting. I love De'Aaron Fox. I just think he don't get enough credit as one of the top point guards in the league. They're athletic. If you watch the Golden State game, that's all that needs to be said. They shoot it at a high clip. Sabonis, bro. It's gonna be a great series though.
Yeah, and they're rookie too. He went off that game. I forgot his name.
Bro, sniper.
Yeah.
8 threes. Sniper.
8 threes. Crazy.
Sniper.
8 threes. Okay, so all right. So you saying that the winner of that the Clippers Mavericks series is gonna see Nuggets in the conference finals, and then whoever should be seeing the Celtics.
Right, Nuggets,
Celtics finals. That would be a good finals if it happened just like that. It's gonna be a good finals.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good finals. I do think the Nuggets will win again. So look,
okay, we almost talking dynasty, bro. Okay, Joker.
Two make a dynasty.
No, I'm saying, but once you get 2
on that cuff
in a row,
on that cuff,
you mess around and get that third one. That's a dynasty to me. 3 in a row is a dynasty. You can't say nothing about that.
Let me tell you something. Joker, how he plays the game is his IQ has to be best. He has the best IQ in the league.
It's beautiful to watch. Honestly.
Man, it's to watch him play, bro. You said it. It is dynamic. It's beautiful, and as dominant as the starting five is for Boston, again, it's so much pressure applied to them to win that I don't see how they overtake such a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
I do want to see
And then
though
Murray, he'd be going crazy, he did, last year playoffs, went nuts. So
nah, he had his party was the bubble. That
yeah,
bubble playoff run was crazy for Jamal Murray. And ever since then, he ended up getting hurt after that. But ever since then, he's been dominant. And again, he flies under the radar.
yeah,
I
they
mean,
thought he was
like
just
people
a
don't talk about
bubble
him
boy.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't talk about him much, but he's a great complimentary piece of Joker. Michael Porter Jr., the way he shoots. Bro, I mean, Braun has come on. Like when they got rid of Brown, we didn't know where that help was gonna come off. And he athletic, he can
Yeah.
shoot.
They
Like, man,
got
they got
Jackson
a good
too. I
roster.
don't know if he's
Oh,
I don't know, how well he's been playing with them, but like who he
son,
is.
yo, he's been the great backup point guard with bro. I don't know, man. I'm excited. And me and
Yeah.
you've had this conversation football back. Like this time of the year is
This one
my
basketball takes off.
Christmas. It's my
Yeah,
Christmas.
for
I
sure.
love it.
But
I love it.
hey man, we also gotta talk, speaking of Christmas and gift giving, and
What?
we
I don't
we
know
got
where this transition is.
we gotta talk about your man's talk about your man's Jontay Porter.
Oh, that's my
Like
man. Yo, you saw Coach? Did you see Coach JB's his clip on him?
Did I was actually watching their show early this morning. I don't think I caught that part of it. I was
Well, he
actually
did.
watching the
He
show.
just did a like no like. So again, he feels that the NBA just made him a pawn because nobody,
Oh, I heard that.
bro.
Yeah, I heard that from him.
Michael Porter Jr. came. Michael Porter Jr. is so stupid. He shouldn't have said nothing. I guess no. He
No, you talking
defended his
about
brother.
Jontay Porter or you talking about Michael Porter Jr.?
So that's his brother. So yeah.
Right.
So you defend your brother. I get it. But
What
you
did
know
how
what
did he
this nigga
how
was
did he
doing.
defend him? How did he defend
He
him?
said, "Yo, my brother didn't do it before he got suspended. My brother ain't do it. I know who the type of guy he is. That's not him. This, that, and the third.
He
But
did.
again, Coach JB feels that it's a pawn to just kind of get guys to understand, like, man, we'll do. Because he said, yo, you think they would kick Ja Morant out for this? So they made him a pawn. They paid him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so on and so forth. He made what they said. The most he made was 22,000.
No, but this was important, bro. You can't mess with the integrity of the game at all, bro. This is
He never
not the
bet. He
minute.
bet on his team to lose.
No. He bet on his under, or at least gave people advice to bet on his under, and then made sure that he went out the game so that the under would hit. Bro, that's crazy.
So look,
How can we defend that at all?
I'm not. I mean, nigga, man, nobody cares what happens to him.
Right. Cool.
So
that makes it even worse. So they're definitely gonna lifetime ban.
Right.
That makes it even easier. All that does is make it easier. But what you did was criminal. What you did was unforgivable.
Right. It's in their bylaws, right? Justification
Yeah.
for the act. Nobody's saying that. All I'm saying is they're like, so for instance, what did Calvin Ridley bet on?
I think he either bet on his team to win while he wasn't playing, or he bet on some other team.
So was it similar?
No, because he wasn't playing, and he bet.
You said
I
he
believe
put
on his team to win.
So you said he took himself, and maybe I need to read up on it more.
No, you need to read up on it more. I'm telling you. So imagine this, bro. You're king. You're in the NBA. Your over under is 4 points. You say, "Hey, B, hey, bet the under. Bet the under this game. Bet my under." All right, hey, I'm gonna go in for a little bit. Might put a couple shots up. I'm not gonna get 4. I'm gonna say my eye hurt, and I'm gonna get out the game. And you gonna win on that under. I say, oh, I bet. Boom. I take $80,000. I put it on your under 4 points. You execute the plan. You say, hey, my coach, my eye hurt. Why you only got 2 points? You sit out. I cash out whatever, $2 million. That's the scenario. Right. Unforgivable.
With some other stuff too, though, right?
Yeah. Among other stuff.
Nah, you right. I mean,
Yeah,
why didn't I know this nigga?
bro. Bro, wait, did everybody cash
Yo,
out? Everybody got their bread, or like, are they taking the bread back? Is there a lawsuit?
I think it's just him. He's the one
Mm,
that signed the contract that got to follow the bylaws. He the one that broke it. They didn't do nothing.
but isn't that like some type of bad faith betting or something? Don't they come on against that? Don't they do something with that? I don't know. I guess so. They really just got that pocketed that $2 million.
Yeah, like he done, man. First of all, he made how much he made in his career. He made a few mil. He well off. Keep it a buck, man.
Oh,
Michael
he was
Porter
like
Jr. gonna take care of this nigga. Like he don't care, huh?
But why don't you want to be great? Like, why don't you want to? You know what I'm saying? You're young. Like dude's young, right? Like,
I mean, I guess it's the politics of the game, nigga. I mean, he probably knew like, bro, this might be my last contract. Niggas never gonna bring me back in. Let me capitalize while I can.
Crazy. I was listening to Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas like, man, if I'm gonna bet anything, I'm betting my over. I'm not betting my under.
He probably couldn't get enough. He probably couldn't get enough shots for over. Nigga, if your over under is 4,
it was 20. He's like average, like what? He was getting like 20 minutes. He was getting like 20 minutes. Gilbert Arenas like, so if I'm in the game, look, I'm just gonna shoot all the shots I can take. I'm every single shot, like I'm taking.
And they're gonna pull. And they're gonna
I'm going crazy.
That's Gil talking. Gil versus like no. If he's getting 20 minutes a game, he's getting 5 minutes a quarter, and like, bro, he getting probably 2-minute segments. Boom, boom, boom. Like, nah, son, it ain't that easy. And your over under is 4 for a reason. Like your over under isn't 10. Like your over under is 4. You not gonna score no bucket.
Go get your. He was almost hitting it. Like he hit a 3. I remember he hit a 3. He was like, oh shoot, like scared after he hit the 3. Bro, you should watch the clip, bro. People was going back and looking at the games. Like he hit a 3, and they was like, and like almost was like mad it went in type shit. Like all that. Like, bro, he was really trying to, because it's easier to control the under, but like Gil said, like if you want to, like you don't want to mess with your stats, you don't want to mess with your, at the end of the day, that's contract talk. You know what I mean? You don't want to make your point per game go down. You're trying to make it go up. Like,
right,
that's crazy.
That's the logic behind it. But like this nigga knows, like, bro, I'm not getting no shots. Like, if my over under is 4, like it's gonna be hard pressed for me to get 4. Because again, everybody got to roll. Like, again, Pat Bev averaged 40 points in high school. Looney, have you seen Looney's high school and college clips? He was a point guard. Son, he's mixing niggas. Kevin Looney, the center for the Warriors, mixing niggas. And now all he do set screen, catch lobs, get rebounds. That's your role. You have to condense, like everybody can't score. I remember Bradley Beal was at a camp talking to, like, yo, if you think you a score, you bugging. That's not who you gonna be if you make it to the league. And that's like, bro, 4 points is hard, son, in the league. The average 4 is tough.
Let me see something, man. Oh yeah, here, add it.
Yeah, look at this, my nigga.
On sale now.
All these
dog.
.com to learn more.
Because he's just a big man now.
Want to upgrade?
That son set screens, get rebounds. That's all he do.
From 3-year device contracts.
Let me see. Okay. Okay. Had a little Gumby fade. Okay. Okay. Where'd he go to college at?
Small school. I gotta remember.
He just taller than everybody, bro. This is crazy. It's not even fair. But I don't really see a lot of. Okay, he got guard. He just taller than everybody. Yeah, look at this. This is unfair.
You see him do none of this in the league.
Okay, but he's not bigger than everybody in the league like this.
Look, it's a skill set. Look at that.
No,
He's
no.
Wemby.
All he's doing is just pulling up over. They can't defend his shot, bro. They're not tall enough to defend this shit. Okay. Even that don't look too crazy. Look, man, that don't look too crazy. He's just bigger than
I don't know
everyone.
I don't know why they showed that clip. What?
Right.
Son,
All the clips I
you see him doing none of this in the league.
Because he's not bigger than everybody like this. He wouldn't be able, like, he would not be able to do nothing like this.
Lay it up now.
Yeah, like I just see him tall as fuck, like, so they can't really
Last
defend
time
him.
you seen him shoot a 3.
It wouldn't be that efficient. He'd have a hand in his face.
Bro, 80 games in the NBA season is played with no defense. Stop it.
Yeah, maybe a hand, or I mean, well, of course. When you get to the NBA, when you get to different levels, it's always going to change, right? Like, it's always going to change. The competition's going to get a little better, so you're not going to be able to. So it's like, hey, look, the people that shoot threes on this level, they shoot it at this clip. If you're not shooting at that clip, if you're not putting up these shots in the gym, don't even take the shot. It's considered a bad shot. So, hey, I'm not even shooting that.
If this makes him look like a baby Wemby, so there's no way for me
It does, because he's
that if I'm recruiting this guy and I see this skill set from the perimeter to the block, that I'm transitioning him into anything other than a wing player. Like, bro, stopping pops is not easy. Regardless of your height.
You're transitioning him to a wing player, you're saying? You're recruiting?
Listen, look at what he's doing. Bro, like, I understand there's very little athletic
this ain't
bone
KD,
in your body. Bro.
KD
You don't, son. You would say the same thing of KD if you watch him at Montrose. Oh, he's just tall. He's just shooting over everybody. When you watch Michael Beasley play, what are you gonna say?
Let me see. Wait. Bro. So wait, say Kevin Durant, high school.
They put Montrose.
High school highlights. Let's go high school highlights. High school mixtape, skinny cold blooded. Okay, let's do this one. Slim Reaper. I'm just letting the ads play. But I guarantee you're going to see much more skill. You're going to see much more fluidity in movement. You're going to see much more crossover. You're going to watch than what we just saw. And I know, hey, look, high school him will cook me any day, but I'm just saying as a viewer.
High school Looney will cook you any day, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no debate about that. Here we go. I can put sound on. Give me that. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! That's not Looney. You're seeing skill. And that's a hand in his face.
Yo, Looney had hands like what? Looney was shooting with a hand in his face too.
They was too small. Like you can see the skill. Look, you can see the fluidity of the movement. Hold on,
bro.
Okay. Stop and pop. Even the shot looks more fluid.
Like, yeah, I didn't say Looney was a shooter like. What I said is when you watch KD play in Montrose, you're gonna say the same thing. He bigger than everybody.
I'm saying like he looks more like a wing player.
I mean, because he is. Because again, nobody made him a screener for whatever reason. Nobody made him.
No. I'm saying at this level, like looking at these two at this level, I can see why Looney became what he became, and Kevin Durant will become what he would become.
So look, if you watch these two clips, you see a bunch of jump shots.
But I see
from both of them.
Like even look at that pass. Like it's different, bro. I don't know why you can't. You the basketball nigga. I feel like you.
It's not that I can't see. It's not. Nobody's ever gonna say that Kevin Looney is more skilled than KD. That's not my point. My point is when you watch Looney play, and you see the skill set from a 7-footer that like you would think that, all right, cool. We're gonna hone those skills because his height and his length on the perimeter is more beneficial to us than it is on the block. And he got drafted by Golden State and became a screener. But he has that skill set, not KD's skill set, but he has a skill set that is conducive for perimeter players. Like, again, Wemby, KD, let me see who else. Man, look, even Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons don't shoot a jumper to save his life. Nobody ever transitioned those 6'8", 6'9", 7-footers, 7'5s into anything other than a guard. But for whatever reason,
I'm just saying from
Looney
those.
a post player.
I'm just saying from those two, I can see. I'm just saying that
because KD is the better player. He's the most skilled. Maybe KD. I should have told you bring up again Mike Beasley clip, right? Maybe I don't know, but
I guess, man. Hey, before
anybody that know ball know my point.
Before we go, man.
Man, son, you got somebody take the damn sound effects from him.
You're trying to throw shots, I guess, man. But hey, man, before we go, man, we got it. I was trying to get your take real quick. I don't know if you saw this though. I don't know if you saw this or heard the news. Kai Cenat news at all? Did you hear anything about this?
Nah.
There was this porn star OnlyFans chick that was trying to basically was outing Kai Cenat for essentially she said he owed her extra bread. Apparently she's saying that on her side he was paying her for sex. On his side he was like he didn't, but she was very adamant about that and things of that nature. And then she started to essentially, so she's saying that she was owed hush money from him. And so because she wasn't getting, she started to, so we do know that they had they was having rendezvous or sexual meetups or whatever, what have you, because she's leaking pictures of him naked, of them in the bed. You know what I mean? She started to leak those. I'm pretty sure she probably signed a NDA, so she's dumb for that. But he was just going crazy on her. He ended up buying her domain to her name, Layla Red. So it's like when you go to LaylaRed.com, it's just him showing, hey, why don't we go to LaylaRed.com? Hopefully it could. Let me see. Let me see if I type it in right. It should go to a site with Kai Cenat. Nah, I must have typed it in wrong. I must got the name wrong. But yeah, so Layla Red. Maybe it's only 1 second. Let me try one more time. Then you kind of see some of the video. No, maybe it got taken down. I don't
Nothing. Got taken down. Yep.
I don't know, but yeah. So that was what happened. So basically, that was just what it was all about. It was $5,000. Apparently, she said she was getting. He would pay her.
That's it.
For not that. No, I'm not saying that's what she's disputing. I'm saying that was her. He's paid her that for sex. That was her claim. She was just basically trying to out him. You know what I'm saying? For different things. I mean, niggas with money, they'll. That's normal. You know what I mean? But it's more. I feel like it's more like she's outing herself. But she's an OnlyFans John, so it's no moral there. Really.
Bro, I don't get it, because that nigga could have clearly went to Tootsie's in Miami and cranked the joint for 700 and not ever cared.
I don't get that, and especially her. Like, I don't know. Let's try to pull her up. Just get her look how she looks, so I can.
And my thing is, man, and this is my thing too. And again, I'm not.
I'm not going on Pornhub.
I'm not a billionaire, millionaire, whatever. But let me see. Let me see what she look like.
I don't know if I can put this on. Is this her real page? Is this? Can I put this on the? I don't know if I can put this up. I mean, this is Instagram, but I don't know why they're allowing her.
If it's on IG, pull up.
I'm gonna put it up. Let's see here. This is crazy. This is disgusting. It's not. These ain't my. I remember Damien said one time we looked at this girl. He's like, those ain't my specs. These ain't my specs, bro. Yeah.
Yo, so look, man, I don't get niggas, bro.
I don't get niggas at
I
all.
don't, man.
Not this.
I don't. First of all, to have that money, to have clout, because niggas know, bro. Like, why are you paying for pum pum, my nigga? Like, I don't get it.
Listen.
In the States, I don't get it.
These are professional, you know, these are professional sex workers.
Bro, they're not being quiet.
Cool. Okay, I get that part. But when you say why, I'm just trying to. These are professional sex workers. I liken it to, let's say, getting, you get a massage, right?
Okay.
If you go to a massage parlor, get a massage, that massage is gonna be way different than if you tell your girl, hey, you know what I'm saying, get me real quick, give me a massage. And her little soft hands, she ain't even strong. Her little
Man, we're not comparing a massage from a professional.
So that's what I'm
shorty pum pum is.
I'm not saying wet. She might do all type of tricks. She might be able to do, you know what I mean? She might go, you know, all type of stuff. You don't know. You know what I mean? This is a professional here. So
man, the reason why the word professional is on their name is because mad niggas hit, not because they good at what they do.
But experience might give you you know what I'm saying?
The more experience with that, the more experience with that, the more loose that become. Son, like that's not a good thing.
It's not, but she may know more. That more experience comes with better skill, better technique. You know what I'm saying? She might. Bro. I'm for real, bro. She might really know what she's doing as opposed to another jump. So
man, they could be doing so much more with that bread, like giving it to my nonprofit so I can help these kids. Listen,
even if you don't give it to King's nonprofit, I'm saying you could at least it's some better jumps that look better than that's
man.
Not
what
is, you know what I mean?
What?
It's to each his own. Though. To each his own. Like beauty's in the eyes of the beholder.
Nah, that's not cool.
Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder.
Cool. And no NDAs. Like
no, I think he probably had an NDA. She probably just violated it. So
yeah, so if she violated the NDA, she getting no bread. So what's the point of violating it?
Dummy.
Clearly he didn't have one.
Maybe he did. No, I think he did, bro. Like, why wouldn't you? If you're Kai Cenat.
Right. So if my NDA says, yo, you cannot talk about anything we do.
Let's take this off, please. Let's take this off. It's been up long enough.
If you can't talk about anything we do and you violated the NDA, like I could sue you.
You can probably. Maybe it's in the process.
I don't get her.
But he's still and then that's revenge porn. So she posted his nudes, bro. She posted his nudes.
That's even worse. First of all, why are you sending her?
No, you're missing it.
You said she's posting his.
She sneaked those pictures while they were together. Like he's asleep,
bro.
He's hit.
Hey, why isn't she out the room before I go to sleep?
Hey, man,
that's my problem.
He don't got an OG. Like he's in his ear. What you wanted to do, bro?
Who's at the door,
tired, bro?
Who's at the door watching the door?
This man streaming for 24 hours straight.
Who is watching the door outside of your room?
Streaming for 24 hours straight.
His security is trash.
Then he giving. I mean, son, you know, look how we don't gotta put her pictures back up. This, you know what I'm saying? She pretty hefty. She a little. Bro, she got some size to her, man. He probably was working hard.
He got
some working hard. Bro, that's a hard working man. He had to go to sleep.
Man, he done had. Man, listen.
You know how I be, bro. You know how.
Nah, I don't know how that be. Don't do that.
I'm not that. I'm saying.
Don't do that.
You know how I be, bro. After you come out.
How what be?
After you done, bro, you be tired. It's good, bro. You be tired, bro.
So B, let me put it to you like this: if you cheat on your girl, are you gonna spend the night with the side joint?
No. Why would I be cheating on my girl?
I'm all right. So again,
I'm just saying he's not cheating on his girl. He don't got a girl. Your sound went out. I can't hear you. If you can hear me, I can't hear you. Yo.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
King,
Okay. You back.
so all I'm saying is, if you can be that alert with your side piece, you should be able to be that alert with, even though she's not your side piece, she's not somebody. Yo, I'm paying you for this service. Now go. I'm not paying you to lay up, toes out, like hugging, spooning. Like, nigga, what? I'm paying you for this act for whatever reason, because I can't get it
Might have
off
been.
my
She ain't think
own.
she would be on that type of time, man.
You said what?
But he ain't think she was gonna be on that type of time.
Man, you giving niggas too much credit, bro. You giving niggas too much credit.
You do know, like, what is he? 22? 18?
I don't give a
Not
damn.
18, he's 22, like that.
Man, he been around long enough. He been around long enough to know, like, look, they gonna try to get me if I skeet and nigga. So like, he's alert with every component of this process except go home. Yeah. So now she's snapping. Nigga, you know that. Dave East made a song about that.
Damn, I didn't hear that song.
Yeah, you need to listen. Dave East made a song. For every nigga that think he rich, Keisha gonna catch you slipping. You either gonna get robbed or put out on social media.
Bro, that be the number one thing, bro. Like, I swear, bro, I be just
my
thinking.
My camera frozen? You see it?
Yeah, it's frozen. It's frozen. And now say webcam utility. Maybe it'd be going. Maybe it'd be dying.
Nah, the nigga supposedly supposed to be charging every time after we record.
Maybe I jump. I mean, I'm saying we didn't record it for 1 hour and 6. Maybe I feel like that same thing happened around this time last time.
Did it do it with Daquan?
Yeah, I feel like, remember it went to EOS webcam utility. But yeah, I just be feeling like, what was I about to say?
About social media.
No, I was about to say, like, you be like, that's the number one thing that for some reason I just be feeling like certain stuff just be a setup, bro. And like for that reason, like I'd be like turning down a lot of situations. Maybe it could have worked out, but like,
nah,
you like,
nigga, you smart.
I'd be like,
all
man,
poom poom
I
ain't
don't
good.
know.
Poom
I'd rather stay safe, bro.
All poom poom ain't good.
This junk, she invited me somewhere. First of all, bro, she was being secretive with the city.
Probably
like,
sex party.
I'm 30 miles away from you. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, what's the city? No. I said the city. I asked her for the city before that. So I'm 30 miles away from you. And I'm like, okay, why are you not trying to say the city? Like, what's going on right now? And she's like, oh yeah, come through, my sister, da.
Ooh.
No. She's like, no. She's like, my sister, she's been going through some stuff. So I got her kid with me. So, just come to my crib. We don't gotta go nowhere else. Just come to my crib. I'm gonna cook something, and then we could, And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thinking about it. And maybe it would have been a safe situation. Maybe it would have worked out. Maybe it would have got a cool little meal,
right?
Whatever. But I was like, nah.
You curved it.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
You ain't heard from her since?
Nah. Yeah, I was just like, I'm sorry. We probably have a good time, but yeah, I'll pass. And then that was it.
Yeah, that's the same. All poom poom ain't good. Poom poom. Yeah, if you ain't get a good vibe for it, curve it. Like, for what?
But yeah, man. Hey, it's the Build Different podcast, man.
Oh.
Y'all know we'll try to have King make it the whole episode next time, man. That's our goal.
Team, trust me, bro. Once my basement done, I'm switching studios. Don't worry about it.
Hey, by the way, King, everything went through, man. So by May the 30th, my flight is booked.
Okay.
30th.
Hold on, April 30th?
April 30th.
All right, so I'm out there first weekend in May. We're gonna get it
popping. My mother and my sister coming down. They gonna interior decorate for me.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna be there that weekend. So maybe
back to the East Coast.
Back to the East Coast.
Coming back to the East Coast.
Now it's easy flights. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
It ain't nothing. This flight I booked was because I booked it yesterday. This flight was, what was it? It was like total $250, but it was one way though.
Okay,
but I'm used to like damn near $500 one way. When I'm 500, 600 one way if it's first class. Shoot,
yeah.
800 or something one way if I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying, last minute. So think about it. When I'm on the East Coast, it's gonna be even better. I can $80 maybe, and then
Right. Cheaper than
Yeah.
that. All your stuff, you all new stuff, right?
so basically all new stuff as far as, like I said, they can come interior decorate, but I'm just taking my clothes and my equipment. That's all I'm really taking with me. My clothes, my equipment. I just bought a moon pod, so I gotta take that with me, and that's pretty much it.
Well, we welcome you back to the best coast, baby. You already know.
Sir, yes, sir, man. LA was good, man. Hey, wait, what Biggie say? What Biggie say?
Which line?
If I gotta choose the coast, I gotta choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the west. Get some nice in the west. Know some nice cess in the west. Y'all niggas is a mess. Giving LA props, thinking I'm gonna stop. All I got is beef for those that violate me. I shall annihilate thee. Suitcase. Come on, dog.
So for those that didn't know, I was
We outta
shocked to
here,
find out how
man.
much of a big fan this nigga was.
We out of here.